Good morning and welcome to day number 10 of our trip. We're getting closer and closer toward the end, and today, well, it's a sea day and a rough sea day at that. The seas were rough all night long. Apparently there's a storm out there somewhere, and was big enough so that it opened up our balcony door during the middle of the night. So you had to get up and close and latch the door to make sure it didn't fly back open. Apparently I didn't close it all the way. But today the seas are rough, and there's a little rain off in the distance, and the ship is definitely rocking. Like I say, you can hear the clothes in the closet banging around a little bit, stuff in the room banging around a little bit, and yeah, all night long tossing. I'll give you an idea of the waves here in just a second. So this is the motion in the pool. This isn't supposed to be a wave pool, but the water is splashing out. So you see the waves going back and forth on here, kind of mimicking the seas. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't drain it before long, because like I say, a bunch of the water is splashing out, and the guys over here are doing their best to squeegee it all off the decks. That's their job for the day. What a perfect time to pressure wash the decks. Early in the morning before everybody's up. None of these decks are close to cabins, so you don't have to worry about anything. Out pressure washing, making sure the ship is spot, spick and span. I wouldn't want to interrupt him, but otherwise he would be the employee of the day. Freezing cold, blowing wind, pressure washing the ship. Don't know if I showed it on the first day or not, but Blue Iguana, get ready to make tacos and breakfast burritos. Breakfast burritos here are pretty good. Usually I have it at least one day, but I haven't had it yet. We've been kind of skipping the breakfast, trying to do a little less eating. Then the Huevo Rancheros section. That's where I usually get it. So this is the Blue Iguana. And to go along with your burritos, they have all the toppings to go along with it. So whatever kind of toppings that you want. Salsa rojo, that's the hot stuff. Actually, habanero is the hot stuff. And a little bit of fresh fruit. And this is the Deli section where they make the sandwiches. In case you're wondering what kind of sandwiches they have a menu that's placed up on the wall. We haven't had a sandwich yet, but I'm thinking that today this might be lunch. So we'll have to end up seeing. It's not open early in the morning, but that's okay. There's plenty of other stuff open. And this is the pizza restaurant where they cook pizzas fresh all day. They have a couple of extras that are a little bit extra for the pizza. You see right here, but it's closed right now. So they have certain hours that they cook, but they have a pizza oven right in the back. But today, seeing it's a sea day, it's an omelet station. So you can get your omelets here this morning. Hello, sir. And right next door is Bonsai Sushi. Sushi restaurant. And we've done this several times. And this is their menu. I can block some of the shadowing from it. But there's not a huge menu on this ship. It's kind of a just been added. So I think the Bonsai Sushi was put in at this dry dock, which was 2 weeks ago. If you're curious of how much the seafood costs, This is a seafood menu. And I've never seen a ship with the wings, so this is the wing cost. And that is the wings. So I'm trying a piece of the fish jerky. I always peer pressured into it. And it's pretty nasty. Nasty. Nowhere to spit it out. Fish jerky, definitely a thumbs down. But this is what it looks like. Bad. Gotta find me some water and some place to throw this.
All right, now everyone else gets a fancy little theme tune, but because you're part of the live studio audience, you're gonna get the countdown to the cheer, which happens in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning! Wow! Did you hear that, Sean?
Absolutely did. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to the Phantom Theater Live studio audience. You are energized, you are ready, you are looking va.
Matin va.
Matin va.
Matin va.
You just said good morning.
Good morning.
Matin va. Matin va.
Matin va.
Good morning. Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue. I like it.
And your second one will be tap lat.
Tap lat.
But it's all together. Tap lat.
Tap
Tap
lat.
lat.
Tap lat.
Tap lat.
And that's thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Tap lat. And matin va. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
So if you see someone, you can say tap lat. I mean, if they don't speak Gaelic, they'll just be like, oh.
It's okay. I know what we got. Okay. Now, how do you say where's the bathroom?
They're gonna eat fermented dried fish.
I'm not touching it. I've got the weakest stomach in all the land.
Yeah, come on, piece of this, please.
Anybody can have some.
Nobody wants it.
I've had it before.
Oh my gosh.
Anyone wants to try a piece of Icelandic fish jerky? Got it up here.
I'm coming to hide here.
I truly. Anyway, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
I tried enough. You guys want to have some?
Yeah, I want to try.
How is it?
Anybody ever feed a fish before? It's fish food.
Why have you ate fish food?
It looks like it has the same texture as what you would feed fish.
Oh, okay. Like
what
the
you would.
flake.
Shimmy on down, all the way to the floor, and we're pushing, push, turn, push, turn, push, turn, push, turn. 1, 2, 3,
This is a dance
4,
class.
5. I lie to you now.
Don't know what they're learning to dance to.
Dead. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You
Here in
heal on
just
the
a second, a little
one.
bit of what they're trying
So
to
you heal on
dance to.
every odd. On the way to the sky. Pull, reach. Shimmy on down. All the way to the floor. Push, turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And the seas are still rocking outside. The ship is creaking and popping and making little noises, but that's okay. The ship is made to flex. If the ship did not flex with high seas, it would break apart. So the ship is made to flex. So seeing and hearing a little bit of creaking and popping, that's totally natural. Sometimes if you get in one of the long hallways and look from one end to the other, you could actually see the flexing of the ship. So it's nice to hear it and see it popping, but it's a little discerning at first. So on our first sea day, I did a little test to see what the water was like on the ship. Sometimes whenever it comes out of dry dock, you get a little rust color of water coming out through the pipes, and it was very rusty. But that footage was deleted somehow, so we're trying it again. This is now one of our last sea days. This was right before we go to Orkney. So I turn on the water and let it run for about a minute or so and just see how much rust is still in the water. Hopefully not much. We haven't been drinking any of the sink water that's been in our rooms because the first sea day I saw it. So we decided to get water from the Lido Deck, which wasn't a big problem. They have filtered water up there, and we would drink that every day. And that's always a good source to get your water from, not in the room. But whenever that you have the water, it's kind of nice to test out. Even the toilet water, some days, looked like somebody had peed in the water already. So we didn't know exactly what it was, but that let us check the water. But here you can see it turning a little bit of orange color, and that's from the rust. Like I say, whenever it sets in dry dock, the rust tends to form in the pipes because they have to drain all the water out to work on everything. So sometimes you get a little coloring. No big deal though, it's probably still safe to drink, but just don't want to drink any rust. And here you can see it. It's still a little bit discolored, but nowhere near as bad as on the first sea day. So whenever that we were in Iceland, I saw them loading up a bunch of water on the ship. They had pipes there. So now the ship is full of Icelandic water. Trying that ham and cheese out now. And Cheryl has a chili dog. So dog for her, melted ham and cheese for me. And for a little after dinner beverage, of course we have America's favorite tea, Lipton. They don't have the bougie tea like I brought, but Lipton will work. And today is Groov for St. Jude. But yeah, it's pretty happening right now. They haven't started lining up a whole lot, and we won't talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, there's the Carnival towel animal. Groov for St. Jude. We always come to this and see how much money that they raise. Now this video is not from this trip, but on a similar trip we did a while back. The fellow that you see holding the large check and his sister is the best friend of my son. You can see him in the background. But he was the spokesperson for St. Jude on this particular trip that we went on, and they raised over $9,000. To hear this young man's story and the history behind St. Jude, click in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to put a link to that video.
We have Duncan, our incredible HR, Rachel, our HR director as well. We have Praveen, our food and beverages director, our finance manager, Santana and George, and all of the food and my friend. Hello, Orvin, our housekeeping manager. Make some noise for Sumas and Taylor as well, our entertainment director. Now, we have these incredible senior leadership leaders here, our senior officers, and we have a Q&A questionnaire ready for them. Now, we can ask them the questions. I'm going to walk around with the microphone. If you have a question for them, you can simply put your hand up. But before we even do that, let's go around the room and just see who we have on stage. Taylor, how are you doing, my friend?
And also, tell us how many years you've been with the company and where you're from.
All right, we'll start here and we'll finish with you if that's all right. You've got the most to talk about, right?
Nearly finished, you're right.
My name's Taylor. I'm the entertainment director on board. I'm from a little place in the northeast of England called Newcastle upon Tyne, home of the best soccer team in the world. Open for debate. I've been with Carnival close to 3 years, but I've been working on cruise ships for 10.
And I'll speed this up a little bit, but this is a little session where each officer stands up and introduces themselves and gives them a little background, and you could ask these officers any question you would like. So if there's a question about the engine room, they would have an answer for you. Like the guy standing up is with the kitchen. So any kind of questions that you have, they could answer that question or they'll find out. The guy all the way at the end, he's been there the longest, so we'll save him for last and put it at regular speed whenever he gets up to talk. He's been with the company for over 40 years. Yes, that's 40 as in 40.
No disease on this one. Sanitized. I can't get sick. I mean, you can. Hi, my name's Duncan. I've been with the company 40 years, 40, long time. Had I killed somebody, I would have got 20 years in prison. But I decided on the alternative, which was to go and work for Carnival. 40 years ago, trust me, it was very different and it was like prison. But now it's a really nice place to work. I've been here a long time. Who knows John Hill? Anybody? I was talking to him on the phone. Just let me tell you this and then I'll let you get on with your job and I'll be quiet, which would be unusual now. I spoke to John on the phone just a few hours ago. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, you probably know he used to be a bar waiter. I was the food and beverage manager, so I was his boss a long time ago, and now look what's happened. He was the worst bar waiter in the fleet, by the way. And that's why he had to leave and use the asset he has, which is his voice, which he does very well. He's here in Dover. If anybody's back to back, he's coming on board at his team office, which is good news. He also asked me to mention the gratuities on board. Apparently there's been a bit of an issue recently of companies advising or crew members advising that they don't get the money on the gratuities. He asked me to tell you what happens. He didn't have to tell me what happens because I know 100% of the money that Carnival asks you to pay in your daily gratuities goes to the personnel on board. There is nothing that is taken from the company. Most of it will go, the biggest proportion goes to the waiter and his assistants, and then you've got housekeeping and their assistants. A very small percentage goes to cooks on Lido, waiters on Lido. He asked me to mention it just to clarify. As I said, he didn't tell me what to say, I know what to say. I've been here 40 years. 100% of the money on your gratuities goes to the employees. He got one thing wrong on his blog actually, because that's why I called him. He said that if you give a cash tip to a bartender, it's put in the pool. It's not. That cash tip you give to a bartender goes to that bartender. Is that correct? And if you add a tip on the check for the bartender, I believe that goes to that bartender too, correct? So that's confirmed by everybody. If you give it to a bar waiter, the bar waiter makes all his own, whatever he makes is on there as 18% or extra. That goes to that bar waiter, there's no pool. The bartenders do have a pool because the bartenders...
There's another cruise ship out here. Don't know which one that is, but it's a small one. And it's having problems moving around. And they're still doing work on the outside, so let me get away from here. I may get sprayed. I can see that the ship that's coming up on us is a punnet boat, and it looks like he's struggling a bit in the water. I would hate to be riding on that ship today. And for dinner tonight, remember, my menus got erased off the computer, but I can remember for the most part what we had. Both Cheryl and I both had the cream of mushroom soup, and the other appetizer, you know, it's Caesar salad every night. And then for entrees, Cheryl had the fish with shrimp. I forgot what kind of fish it was, but she liked her fish. So fish and shrimp for her. And for me, I had the lobster. And they've changed just a little bit. You could only have one lobster. You can't get a ton of lobster anymore. And for dessert, well, she gets the cheesecake. Looks like it's a blueberry cheesecake. And I get the creme brulee. Of course, what I do is usually poke my spoon around the outside and take all the sugar off the top. And our servers tonight are the ones that we've been with for most of this cruise. Our team lead is Mohammed. He rules the whole little team section. Next we have Ali from India, the assistant team server. He's the lowest guy on the totem pole. And then we have Ajit. Ajit is the second guy up on the rank of the 3 servers that we have tonight. And the way that they move up is by comment cards and their performance. They're graded by their peers and by your comment cards. So we always try to give good servers good comments. And you're allowed to bring 1 bottle of wine per person on the cruise. And tonight, we drank our 1 bottle. One of the parties that they had was the White Hot Night Party. This is where everybody wears their white and goes out. And usually it's dark, but remember, we're in the Arctic Circle. So it's pretty much daylight all the time. So the clothes, they didn't glow at all. So it was just pretty much a party.
If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, that's the way it is.
So what do you think about that? I tell you.
And the playlist performers are performing tonight also. Heart of Soul.
Morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes. Yesterday was all we had. That's something baby, no one can go. Here I am, side still for living. I know.
And the sun is setting on day number 10 of our cruise. Tomorrow we'll be in Kirkwall, Scotland. Then after that a sea day and then the end, back in Dover. Looking around the night, pretty sunset. And you can see a little oil well way off in the distance. Probably can't pick it up on camera, but I see an oil well way out there. But the sun is taking the show tonight. Stay with us for day number 11 of our adventure, where we'll take you to Kirkwall, which is in the northeast corner of Scotland, the Orkney Islands. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button at the bottom of your screen. That way you'll be informed when each video comes out. We try to get out one each week whenever possible. And as always, thanks for watching.